You could walk 10,000 steps a day, cut your portions, and do everything right, and still not lose a single inch of belly fat. Why? Because you are burning the wrong fuel. There is a specific 30-minute window right after you wake up where your body's fat-burning hormone, glucagon, is surging. If you walk during this exact window, you force your body to literally eat its own belly fat for energy. But the second you make this one innocent morning mistake, which 90% of people do before they even tie their shoes, you instantly lock your fat cells shut for the rest of the day. Today, we are looking completely under the hood to see exactly what happens to your stomach fat when you walk in a fasted state. We will explore the exact mechanism that forces your body to use stored belly fat as fuel, the precise amount of time you need to walk to actually see the effect, and the single, innocent morning habit that instantly ruins the entire fat-burning process. To understand why walking before breakfast is so effective, we first need to understand why belly fat refuses to leave in the first place. For anyone over the age of 40, you have likely noticed that your body stores and holds onto fat much differently than it did in your 20s. When you gain a little weight, it settles firmly around the waistline. When you try to lose it, it disappears from your arms, your face, and your legs first, leaving the stomach completely untouched. This happens because belly fat is not just a passive storage unit. It is a highly active tissue that responds heavily to your daily hormone levels, specifically insulin and stress hormones. When your insulin levels are elevated, your body is effectively locked out of its fat-burning mode. It is actively prioritizing storing energy rather than using it. If you eat a bowl of cereal or a piece of toast and then go for a morning walk, your body simply burns off the cereal. You are doing wonderful work for your heart and your joints, but you are not touching the gas tank. You are not burning stored body fat. But when you wake up in the morning, you have been fasting overnight. You haven't consumed calories for 8, 10, or even 12 hours. The easily accessible electricity in your battery is running extremely low. If you step out the door for a walk right at this moment, your body searches for energy, realizes the easy fuel is gone, and is forced to switch over to the heavy gas tank. It taps directly into your stored belly fat reserves to power your muscles. This is not just a theory. A fascinating clinical study, published in the British Journal of Nutrition, set out to measure this exact process. Clinical researchers gathered a group of active adults. Both groups were instructed to do the exact same morning cardiovascular exercise. They walked at the exact same moderate pace for the exact same amount of time. The only difference was that Group A ate a normal breakfast before exercising, while Group B exercised on a completely empty stomach, consuming nothing but water. The clinical results were stunning. The researchers found that the fasted group, the individuals who exercised on an empty stomach, burned up to 20% more stored body fat during the session compared to the group that ate breakfast first. By simply changing the timing of their meal, the participants forced their metabolic engines to pull energy directly from their stubborn fat reserves. The researchers noted that because insulin levels were at their absolute lowest point of the whole day during that morning window, the biological doors to the fat cells were left completely wide open. But the physical benefits of fasted walking go far beyond just burning 20% more fat. It also tackles the other major reason belly fat accumulates in the first place, which is stress. In our modern, fast-paced world, most adults are walking around with chronically elevated levels of cortisol. Cortisol is your primary stress hormone, and it has a direct, documented relationship with abdominal weight gain. When you are stressed, your body perceives a constant threat and instinctively hoards fat right around your vital organs in your midsection. Walking at a moderate pace in the quiet of the morning acts as a natural pressure release valve for this cortisol. You are stepping outside, taking in fresh morning air, and moving rhythmically. This combination of movement and environment actively lowers your circulating stress hormones. This brings us to a very practical question. How long do you actually need to walk to make this fat-burning shift happen? A quick 10-minute stroll around the block is wonderful for your mental health, but it is not quite enough time to trigger a deep fat-burning response. When you first start walking, your body is still using whatever tiny bits of residual energy are floating around in your bloodstream. It takes continuous movement to fully open up the fat stores. The sweet spot for results falls right around 30 to 45 minutes of steady walking. During those first 10 to 15 minutes, your body is warming up and transitioning its fuel sources. But once you cross that 15-minute mark, your body settles firmly into a fat-burning rhythm. Staying in that zone for another 20 to 30 minutes maximizes the amount of belly fat utilized. It creates a steady, continuous burn. However, there is one incredibly common habit that completely shuts this entire process down, and most people do not even realize they are making a mistake. Many people understand the concept of a morning walk, but they feel like they need a quick boost of energy before they head out. They might add a splash of sweetened creamer to their coffee, eat a single bite of a banana, or grab a small handful of crackers, assuming such a tiny amount of food won't make a difference. But from a metabolic standpoint, it changes the entire equation. The moment that tiny amount of sugar or carbohydrate hits your digestive system, your body releases insulin. And the moment insulin enters your bloodstream, the doors to your fat cells slam shut. Your body instantly stops burning stored belly fat and switches back to burning the sugar you just consumed. To get the true physiological benefits of fasted walking, you must stick strictly to zero-calorie beverages before your walk. Plain water, plain black coffee, or plain green tea. Absolutely nothing else. Another crucial element of this process is the intensity of your walk. It isn't completely normal to assume that if walking burns fat, then running as fast as you can must burn even more fat. But when you're in a fasted state, pushing your body to the absolute limit can actually backfire. High-intensity workouts on an empty stomach can cause a massive spike in stress hormones as your body panics from the lack of quick energy. This sudden spike can lead to severe fatigue later in the afternoon. The absolute best zone for burning belly fat is moderate, low-impact cardio. You want to maintain a brisk pace. Imagine you are running late for an important appointment. Your breathing should be slightly elevated and your heart rate should be up, but you should still be able to hold a conversation without gasping for air. This pace keeps you perfectly positioned in the aerobic fat-burning zone without triggering an unnecessary stress response. You can also multiply the effectiveness of your walk with proper hydration. Waking up and drinking a large glass of room-temperature water before you step outside is essential. After a full night of sleep, your body is naturally dehydrated, and a dehydrated body cannot metabolize fat efficiently. Water is the catalyst that allows the fat-burning process to occur smoothly. If you enjoy coffee, a cup of plain black coffee before your walk can also provide a distinct advantage. The natural caffeine acts as a mild stimulant that slightly increases your metabolic rate and encourages your body to release more fatty acids into the bloodstream to be burned as energy. Just remember to keep it completely black. It is highly important to look at this routine realistically. Walking on an empty stomach for one single morning is not going to flatten your stomach by the afternoon. The true power of this morning habit is in its daily compounding effect. You are turning your body into a highly efficient, fat-oxidizing machine every single day. Your clothes will start to fit differently. That stubborn midsection will begin to soften and shrink. Your energy levels throughout the entire day will stabilize because your body is becoming significantly better at regulating its own blood sugar levels. You do not need exhausting boot camps, heavy weights, or extremely restrictive morning routines to see a profound change in your waistline. You just need a pair of comfortable walking shoes, a glass of water, and the simple consistency to step out the front door before you eat your breakfast. Give your body the opportunity to do exactly what it is biologically designed to do. I would love to hear your thoughts on this approach. Are you going to try walking on an empty stomach tomorrow morning? Or have you already experienced the incredible benefits of this daily habit? Let me know down in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you found this breakdown helpful and easy to understand, please leave a like on the video. Have a wonderful, healthy week ahead.